Welcome. Now that we have it primed, we're gonna do the base coat. Alright, so thinking I'm gonna make it easy on myself and do the cloak and the headdress the same color, and then we'll just do a wash, and it'll get the colors to differentiate. May do something there. Alright, now that I've chosen the color, you want to make sure to wet the brush. Don't need it completely saturated when we put on the color here. Don't want it to be thick. I want to have some control of it. I like how that gray doesn't wash out the red too bad. All right. I was thinking about it, and I'm not sure if I want the headdress to be a different color or not. Thinking I do, but I'm not. I'm kind of going against my own rules here, painting outside instead of the inside surface, but on this thing it seems like everything has a little deep surface. We're just going to have to work around that. It doesn't really matter on the back side anyway, it's all, cape's all the same color. Or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a cape. Could call it a cloak, I suppose, but it doesn't go over his head. So, be a cape. Alright. A little dry. Let's get a little more paint here. As much as I wanted. Just a little tiny bit here. Alright. Get to if you get paint a little thick in one spot, just brush it out. It'll move. It's not, as long as it's not dry, it'll move. And this paint looks like it's drying really fast, which is nice. Like in the matter of time that I've gone over it, I can already see it start. Oops, sorry. I can already see it starting to dry on there. Now it's not completely dry, but it's not damp either. So let's continue. Now if you do get a little bit, like I just got some on on his leg. Barely make it out. Sorry, there we go. There it is. So that's why you do the deepest spots first, and that's kind of why I chose the cape first, because it's back in there. I figured I'd just start on the back, see how it looked first. I also think that I may, instead of going with brown, I may just use it like right here too on like I said, it doesn't matter too much for that, because we can go back over it again. But I think I'm going to make his clothing here red as well. Just to make it easier on myself. There we go. A lot of these things, you don't need a whole bunch of colors. It's like, well, do you want to make it look like an obscenity? Something that would never exist? I mean, you can. It is a fantasy thing after all. Well, that's not really what I'm going for here. We're going to go back over the belt here and the straps and all that stuff with the brown after I finish with this. Alright. Need to stop moving off screen, moving towards my paint. Oh, yeah, baby. I may think back over this white, maybe. It's kind of the way it works. You never really know how it's going to play out until you do it. And I know what you're thinking, man, this looks like crap. Well, that's what it looks like when you first start painting the base coat on. Kind of looks like crap. Until you get everything else on it, it's not going to look like crap. Oops. That's how you do that. Alright. Looks like I'm about at the end of the red. And I think I'm going to use a different color for the headdress, just because a lot of red on him already. Now granted, we're going to be using brown and metal for armor pieces, metallic. Okay, now that we got the red on there, we're going to change color up a bit. We're just going to do yellow on the top. On his headdress. This, I may have to do another coat because it's a bright color. Alright. A little bit of a camera malfunction, but we're back. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to have to go with another coat of this. That's all going to come out in the wash. Alright, almost done with this part. We're only going to put a little bit of yellow on the top of them. Then it'll be easier to accent. Oh, that's bright. Alright. Make sure we cover that up. Mistake from earlier. Okay. I was kind of sloppy with the base coat of red, but I'm not too concerned. The metal will cover it up, metallic, cover up the rest of it. It's just on this white, lighter paint. Alright. It's getting there. I don't do any of the yellow. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that's going to be all for yellow. Okay, now that we have the yellow on there, we're gonna switch it up here. All right. The metallic just covers that red, no problem. when you paint details, you kind of want to pull it away from the edge and even it out. You don't want to cover up that detail. First I was looking at this shield and I was like, well, you first got to figure out if it's wood or metal. I was looking at it and it's not wood. It has no definition for wood on it. So I decided to go with just metal metallic colors for it. We're going to do the shield and the sword the same color, just to save ourselves a little bit of trouble. Now this base coat isn't going to be perfect right off the bat. That's why we do detailing and dry brush. I'm not trying to be too perfect, I'm just not trying to cover up my previous work with, well, unless I wanted to cover it up with my, this. I think that's good on the shield. Let's move over to the sword. A bit more difficult, so we're going to layer down here and just be real gentle. Don't want to strike the headdress. Yeah, I'm going to go with a different color on the handle. That's looking good. Almost made a terrible mistake. Get to that. Well, I'm not out of tricks yet. Alright, so I had my camera stop recording for a bit while I was doing some more of the color. But now it's time to move on to the little bit harder parts here. Oops, oh well. A little too much. Take some off, because this is a tiny little spot right here. Comes to these kinds of little locations. You want to take your time just to not go over. Then you gotta go back over it again. Hooray! Don't mind my buddy making noise down there. Alright, almost done with the belt, just have to get back behind the shield. That'll be it for that. And we're going to take a look at it, see if it needs any more brown on it. But I think got it. Alright. So there's a spot right here. All right. Oh, let's see. Looks like we're almost done with the base coat. Sad to report that something terrible has happened. I had to cut out a bunch of swearing when I dropped this and broke his sword. Hooray! So it was already broken, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think it was supposed to be printed like that, but if it was, it would have been really hard to paint his arm there. So I'm just gonna go with battle damage. Oh well. Because I can't find the little tiny piece of plastic that flew off to who knows where. So we'll just keep moving forward. Until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day.